Hi, my name is Newell Davis with Wormiculture, and here's our week 11 update for our worm bin. And I have something special for them this week. I don't normally have this type of material for them because of these updates. It's harder to do, but I'm doing this early in the morning. When I do this, I juice, and I've got the leftover juice, or not the juice, but the pulp, leftover pulp for them. And this is something that I found worms absolutely go nuts for. It's one of the best foods I've found. I normally don't have to bury it in bins. It usually has worms crawling through it. So we're going to add that to the bin, and that'll be our update here. So let's go to the bin. All right, here's our bin here. And let's take the lid off and see how this looks inside. All right, I'm going to use my tines again, or my cultivator here. Since we got the cardboard in here, the cardboard, it's damp. It's not soaking wet, but it's damp. Let's just pull up a section here. All right, I'm not seeing many worms actually in this area. Right now, there's almost, actually I only see really one, maybe two. So not much worms there. Let's just pull up this section here. This is starting to get a little harder to pull apart now that worms have worked through. Oh, here we go. There's worms over here. So you can see some worms right on here. And really starting to, yeah, this is starting to come apart, this burlap here, so it's harder to pull it apart than it was before. But there are some worms in here. The odor that I had last time is pretty much gone. Oh, here we go. So this is where most of the worms were. There's actually still some of the pumpkin left at the bottom there. No smell though. Oh, my arm's in the way, blocking it a little bit here. Still no smell, but you can see there's a lot of worms right up in this area. And maybe a little bit of a smell, but not too bad. Oh, a lot of worms down here, especially in the bedding. Actually, here, let me pick these up. See, there's a whole bunch of worms right on here. And, you know, that's going to happen. They're going to go towards the bedding that's soaked with this pumpkin juice. I'm actually going to dig some of this up now. This is getting very compressed down here now, I've noticed also. There's more worms over here. Lots of worms down here. Wow. So I'm going to try to rake some of this up. A little bit of an odor, but not too bad. I've had much worse. Some of the, especially the bin that died, that one smelled horrible. But see, I'm going to rake this up, move them around a bit, kind of get this area a little bit aerated here. And I noticed that some of this other cardboard and paper on the bottom is now getting stuck in the... I don't know if you remember those paper towel rolls that I put in there. Those have compressed down now and are actually anaerobic as well, so there's no air moving through those. So we're going to kind of dig this up a little bit. There's a lot of moisture down here. So I think what we're going to do, actually, while I'm doing this as well, is we're going to leave this like this. I'm going to just step over here. And I'm going to grab some shredded cardboard here and just throw that in the bottom here. That's going to absorb some paper. That's going to absorb some water, and it's going to help keep that section aerated. Now, to help this out a bit, this is where I'm going to put the juicings that I had, leftover juice pulp that I have. And this stuff, as I said, goes really, really quickly typically. Normally, I don't even have to bury this. It's gone within a couple days. Some of the bins I can add it daily to, and it just doesn't matter. They will eat it all. So we're going to do that. We're going to put this back over. We're going to fold it right like this back over top. Let's even cover it a little bit more than that. And that's going to be our update for this week. So bin's still looking good. It smells a lot better than it did last week, which is a good thing. And hopefully this will continue to break down, and eventually this burlap really won't be here. I mean, it's really starting to... Some of these areas right now are really thin through it, like right here. Let's see, right here, it's really thin. They've eaten away a lot of it. They're actually eating away at the edges here, and it'll eventually just be gone. I mean, I've had bins that are just full of burlap that are just disappear, and it's surprising how quickly they can do it. So there we go. The bin is still good. I'm adding a little bit more pulp this time, something that's a really good food for them, just like the pumpkin was, except it's going to break down a lot quicker. So I will have to make sure that I do my week 12 update. I hope you enjoyed.